on, family? It's your boy, MatteoJ, and I just had to stop in real quick to say we made it. We have made it. 2020 was a year where many of us went into the year ready for elevation, ready for progress, ready for celebration and achievement. And that quickly turned south when COVID came and ultimately disrupted our entire plans. And for many of us, we spent much of this year in a state of doubt and depression and hurt and pain because of the losses that we were experiencing, not even only to COVID, but when you look at the racial injustice that we've been experiencing across the world at this point, when you look at the amount of trans lives that have been lost, when you look at the amount of Black men and women, Black boys and girls who have been murdered at the hands of police, we just didn't see a way out. We never thought 2020 would end. And now that we're here, I just want to encourage us to take a second and really reflect on what was it that you were supposed to take away from this year. We did not go through all of this for nothing. There was a purpose for it. There is something, a lesson, an experience that we're supposed to take from this year and apply it. And if I was to take a second and reflect in this moment, the experience that I had that ultimately has taught me gratitude, that has taught me to value your friends and your family, that has taught me to love not only myself, but the world around me and the life that I'm blessed with, it was definitely losing two of my aunts to cancer 5 days apart. Now, I haven't really spoken about this out of respect for my family. And if I'm going to be fully transparent, these last 2 months, the impact that it's had on my family has been great. Even though the experience happened in July, as we attempted to process, as we attempted to heal, it had the greatest impact on my grandmother. Those were her sisters. And it left her in the hospital. It left her in a depression. It now has her in a space where her mind just isn't the same. And it rocked my family to our core because our grandmother is the matriarch. And we've watched her be so strong for so long that now seeing her in a space of weakness, in a space where she needs to be cared for, in a space where she has moments where she just breaks down crying and we've never seen her cry, it's new for us. And so I just wanted to respect my family as we journeyed through that experience. But I mention it now because before having this experience, I didn't value the relationships I had as much as I do now. I didn't value my friends. I didn't value my family, my mom, my grandmother, my siblings. Of course, I love them. I've always loved them, and I've done my best to demonstrate that I love them. But when I think about where was I spending my time before this experience, so much of it was being spent chasing a relationship, chasing dreams that I had, and not much of it was spent just really appreciating what I already had. I was so busy chasing that I wasn't taking time to stop and say, thank you, God, for my family. Thank you for my mom. Thank you for my siblings, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, my grandmother, my dad. I wasn't doing those things. And this year, God tested me in ways that I never expected. And when I say tested, I mean, he really was pushing me to understand, like, you have family, you have community, you have love all around you, and you continue to chase everything else without stopping and taking a second to acknowledge what is already there. And so as I go into 2021, as I go into my 30s, as I go into the next phase of my life, I am clear that a large part of it will be really being present with my family, really being present with my friends, really honoring the relationships and the community that God has built around me, and understanding that I don't need to chase what's already there, what's already for me. It will come in its own time. My responsibility now is to be with myself and to be with the community that God has built around me, and just be. Stop trying to do, and just be. And so I encourage you to really reflect on, what is your lesson from this year? What are you taking with you into 2021, 2022? What are you taking with you into the next phase of your life? Because to have gone through this year with so much loss, so much heartache, so much division, so much destruction, and not have learned anything would be a missed opportunity to really go for that elevation that you've been looking for, to really go for that what's next that you've been looking for, to really gain those powers that everyone was joking about. You have an opportunity now to take the power, to own your power, if you just take a second and reflect. And so with that being said, I'm very excited for 2021. There are a lot of things that are going to occur for me and through me in 2021, and I'm just ready to receive. And so I just want to take a second and say happy holidays, happy new year, blessings, grace and peace to you and your family. And I just pray that you take time to reflect and prepare, because 2021 is going to be a big year only if you become present to what happened this year. I love you all, and I will talk to you later. Love you, family.